Does your furry friend take over your bed every night? It's time to reclaim your space while giving them the comfort they deserve with the coldest, cozy dog bed. Don't wait. Check out the link in the video description to buy now on Amazon.
Women are being failed by a criminal justice system that does not understand stalking and has become complicit in allowing cases to escalate, a damning review has found. London Victims Commissioner Claire Waxman's report found that 2/3 of stalking suspects in the capital had offended before. It also found that 80% of reports made by victims are initially recorded as domestic abuse or harassment rather than stalking. Data suggests 1 in 5 women in the UK will fall victim to stalking, as will 1 in 10 men. Stalking has become the focus of renewed attention in the wake of Netflix's hit show Baby Reindeer. The haunting drama series, created by Richard Gadd, follows the horrifying ordeal of Donnie, a struggling comedian who is stalked by a woman named Martha. The show is based on a true story. Gadd himself was stalked for 4 years by a woman who called him Baby Reindeer. Among the other male victims of stalking in John, who declined to give his full name after living through an ordeal lasting 27 years. Speaking to Sky News, he said police laughed and when he first reported the behavior and told him, "Look mate, all you've got to do is tell the girl to go away." Stalking is a pattern of fixated and obsessive behavior that makes the victim feel scared or harassed. It can involve repeated behaviors and can last a long time. Ms. Waxman is calling for wholesale reform of stalking laws, saying the report shows too many stalkers are able to evade justice. Victims have been failed for far too long by a criminal justice system that is still struggling to identify and understand stalking, she said. Confusing legislation is hampering the police's ability to build strong cases, enabling stalkers to act with impunity and leaving victims at risk. Emma Lingley-Clark, interim CEO of the Suzy Lamplugh Trust, said the findings show the need for urgent action from all agencies to improve the response for stalking victims. 1 in 5 women and 1 in 10 men experience stalking, according to stalking victims charity, the Suzy Lamplugh Trust. The 1997 Protection of Harassment Act targeted all forms of harassment, including stalking. Then, in 2012, the law was amended to make stalking a specific offense. Stalkers face 10 years in prison if convicted of stalking involving fear of violence or serious alarm or distress. Stalking protection orders were introduced in 2020 to give police new powers to stop stalkers. 1/3 of the victims had a prior acquaintance with their stalker. Many victims are stalked by ex-partners. The ordeal can take over someone's life. According to researchers, 50% of stalking victims curtailed or stopped work because of the abuse. Victims do not tend to report the stalking to the police until the 100th incident. In 2021, the U.S. Newspolitan Police recorded 1,000 cases per month, compared with 200 cases per month in the year to April 2020. The Home Office said the rise in reported cases was a result of changes to the way police forces record the crime. In 2022, 6% of reported stalking cases in England and Wales ended up in charges being brought. In comparison, in 2014 and 2015, 37% of reports resulted in charges. 1/3 of all reported stalking cases are dropped due to difficulty obtaining evidence. Of all the cases that end up in court in England and Wales, 66% end in conviction. On Monday, Safeguarding Minister Laura Ferris issued new statutory guidance to police forces to apply a lower standard of proof when issuing SPOs. That means that there will be fewer barriers to issuing an SPO. Previously the police would have to meet the criminal standard, which is beyond reasonable doubt. We're lowering that now, so they only have to persuade a judge on the balance of probabilities, a kind of 50-50 test, that a stalking prevention order is appropriate, Ferris told Sky News. We must continue to treat stalking with the utmost gravity. Having doubled the maximum sentence, and introduced a new civil order to protect victims, we know there is more we must do, Ferris added. Emma Lingley-Clark, interim CEO of the Suzy Lamplugh Trust, said that the charity welcomed the announcement, but warned that more needed to be done. There is an urgent need to increase the use of SPOs across the country and improve understanding amongst police officers, given the extremely low uptake and lack of knowledge.